What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back at Insurance Auto Auctions here in Oklahoma City for another walk around. Let's jump into this video today and see what we find. We're going to start with the thumbnail. How about a 1996 Dodge Grand Caravan conversion van, guys, by StarCraft. I wasn't aware that they made these. I don't think I've ever seen a conversion van from 96 that looks like this. Take a peek at this thing. Wow, I like this. Now this one's listed as collision damage, mechanical damage. It's apparently got all kinds of problems, including some pretty serious high mileage. But let's take a seat in here real quick and just see what we're working with. Look at this. Up top, you've got the TV screen. You've got plenty of storage space. You've got rear heat and air conditioning. The seats are really comfortable. You've got a cassette player back there in the back, lots of headphone jacks, audio inputs and outputs. You've got your third row seat, bench seat, of course, captain seats. Up here, the headliners, you know, falling down a little bit, but not too bad. A lot of wood grain in here as well. This thing is actually not half bad. It looks like it's got brand new tires. They're Mojave Touring all seasons. The paint is, it's, you know, it's okay. It's not great, but it has paint, so that's something. You got a piece that came off of the driver's side front cover there. This little, I don't even know what you call it. It's like a ground effects kit, I guess. Not too shabby, especially since it's got over 200,000 miles on it. It's actually in pretty good cosmetic condition. Of course, we're going to try to start this thing here in just a second. I'm dying to see if this thing runs. This is right up my alley, guys. This is something that definitely I would bring to the channel. The front bumper's been, you know, tapped. Oops. It's got projection headlights, too. That's something. I don't know. It's not in bad shape. First, let's get in here and see if it's got any power. I would imagine it probably doesn't. Oh, it does. It's already dinging. All right, hold on. Let's close this door. Let's put the key in. And, oh, the key, somebody bent the key. 280. Wow, I didn't realize the miles was that high. 282,384 miles. Fired right up. Really? It claims it's mechanically damaged. Now with this kind of miles, it could be the transmission. It definitely could be the transmission. So I've got no warning lights on the dash other than this one right here, a little anti-lock brake light. All the wood trim, TV, VCR, lights, valance, auxiliaries, and what do we got here? Anything? Is there anything here? Yeah, we've got, it doesn't open. All right, you've got your rear fan, obviously your little infotainment center, heat and air conditioning. What is this right here? Auxiliary lighting on with low beams only. That's probably lights for the that conversion camper up top. Let's look back and see if we got any fancy lights going on back here. We do. I mean, not much, but we do. No kidding. A little bit of a belt squeal. Let's put it in gear. Brakes feel good. Right into drive. Reverse. I mean, it goes right into gear, guys. Next, you know, I got to find out if the AC works. I think I heard the compressor kick on. Let's check the windows. Important window works. Less important window also works. This is pretty decent. Oh man, a little refrigerator. Are you kidding? There's a Werther's Original in here. Oh my goodness. Boy, that takes me back. Wow. I don't know why I love this thing so much, but I do. I am a sucker for old vehicles like this. Just weird, crazy, kind of obsolete vehicles. Let's crank this AC up. Oh wow, that's freezing. Yeah, that's enough. It's a chilly day today. Air conditioning works great. You know, aside from a little belt squeal and the fact that it's got almost 300,000 miles on it, did somebody duct tape the coil pack to the engine? What? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, radiator replaced at some point. And the battery is December of 23, so somebody just put a brand new battery in this thing. I'm just curious to see what the trans fluid looks like in this. I doubt this is going to go for very much money, guys. Nobody wants one of these. Trans fluid? Well, it doesn't look like... Yeah, I can see it. Barely. It looks good. The transmission fluid looks decent. The good old 3.3 liter. If I remember right, they used to put these in the Dodge Dynasties too. Back in the day. What do you guys think? Is this something that we need in our lives? Probably not. Probably not. This is another one that's just like, what am I going to do with this? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just love these old vehicles from the 80s and the 90s. You know, I can't really explain why. Maybe it's just because it takes me back to, you know, my youth. I'm getting older and I enjoy things that remind me of when I was younger. That's the only thing I can think of, but honestly, I have no clue if even that's correct. Obviously, it sounds like the radio's trying to work. I'd love to figure out how to put it on. Let's turn that down. Let's turn that down. ESPN. It works. 640. The radio actually sounds really good in this. Air conditioning, everything. Are you serious right now? Power steering? I mean, yeah, it's going to need a few odds and ends, a little bit of work here and there, but does the rear fan work? Let's turn on the heat. Let's turn off the air conditioning and let's see if we've got any heat coming out of the vents here. This is a lot of miles, guys. Like, this is a lot of miles. We have heat. We have working heat. The e-brake handle seems to have, oh, somebody zip tied it together. All right, well, just shove that back in there and pretend you didn't see. This is a great old van, man. Windshield wipers? Yes. I gotta have this. Let's find out if the heat works in the back. Where are those vents? Oh, the heat probably comes out the floor and the air conditioning probably comes out of the top. I think that's how that works. I can hear the blower motor working. Yeah, the heat blows out down here, guys. Right there. And the air conditioning will blow out up here. Unfortunately, you don't get to control your temperature back here, but that's fine. You've got an AudioVox VCR right here. I'm curious if there's a tape in it. Wouldn't that be something? There is. There's a cassette tape. I will fight no more forever. All right. Let's see. No. Oh, man. An old AudioVox television, too. Good night. I gotta have this, guys. I really don't know why. I just do. I love this silly thing. Uh-oh. There it goes. We'll go ahead and power this off. I'm in love. I think this is one we're going to have to try to bring to the channel. I wasn't going to bid on this, but now I'm going to. Yeah, we got great heat in here. Turn off the headlights. It seems to run fine. Don't know what the mechanical damage is, but I got a feeling if we win it, we will find out. Next, how about a 1999 Mercedes-Benz? This is a very special edition SLK, in case you didn't realize it yet. You're probably looking at it and you're thinking, you don't see anything special about it. This is actually a very rare version of the SLK, guys. First of all, This is the SLK Sport Package, but that's not even what makes it special. Yes, it's got a little bit of damage back here, but overall, not too crazy. Little SLK 230, supercharged. This is what makes it special. This is a limited edition, shitbox certified Mercedes-Benz SLK 230, guys. This is a very rare car. In fact, it's so rare, I've never seen one in person before. This thing is mint. I mean, I've never seen one in this good of condition that's this rare. Look at this, wow. This is crazy. This is probably gonna be outside of my price range. I just wanted to show you guys so that you could see one of these firsthand, because I doubt very many of you have ever seen one. And to find one sitting out here at the auction yard in this good a shape, this blows my mind, man. This blows my mind. I already know it's going to go for more money than I can afford. It's way too rare and too valuable for me to bring down to AR headquarters. But in any case, you got to see one for yourself, right? So I hope you enjoyed this very special edition Mercedes. How about a $2,300 2021 Lincoln Aviator Reserve? It's supposed to be collision/undercarriage damage, 70,000 miles on the odometer. It's also supposed to run and drive. Literally, this thing is sitting at $2,300 with about 18 hours left in the auction. And I walked around it and I thought to myself, I want this. It looks like somebody tried to pull something that maybe went wrong. This, where you would put your chain, has completely been ripped apart. So something happened back here. I don't know if that's the undercarriage. Surely not. I could see where this would be a problem if, and some manufacturers do this, the receiver hitch is actually part of the frame. I could understand that. They may have pulled more than they were supposed to. They may have done some kind of damage to the frame, but I'm just not seeing it. I don't see any collision damage. The undercarriage damage, obviously, we're not going to be able to see. There's some kind of stickers all down the side. Maybe this was a work vehicle. Maybe that was some kind of like an advertisement or something. I don't know. Oh, the door doesn't... Does the door not close? It doesn't. The door doesn't even close. There's a little damage down here to the plastics. Well, you know what? It's electronic locks. I'll bet the car is just dead. What is this? What is that? Is this like an old... That's a bumper or a skid plate? I don't know. It says parts on it though, so apparently there are some parts. Ooh, look what's in here. Looks like some 22s. That's, you know, you should never touch these because now your fingerprints are on them, right? A little bitty. In fact, let's just put them back in there. Let's pull the hood release. It's got a key tag. You know how much I love those. Anytime I see a key tag, I get very, very concerned. Let's take a look under the hood, see what's going on. Maybe there's some parts missing. No? Good Lord, what a mess of hoses and crap under here. The stuff that Ford is putting out today looks far worse than any of that emissions crap from the late 70s and the 80s. You guys remember that? Hoses and pipes everywhere. It looked horrible. And they finally got away from all that, and here we are again. We're looking at the same thing all over again. So complicated, so difficult to work on. I'm gonna see if we can find a jump spot. I'll bet it's under here. Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and put the boost pack on here. I wanna see if this thing actually runs. I'm very interested in it. Obviously, I know for $2,300, it's never gonna sell for that. I get it, but this thing looks great. And if I could win it for stupid cheap money, I'm gonna buy it, absolutely. Now, they're probably not gonna let it go, and I understand that, but that's not the point. I just want to win this for cheap. I mean, obviously, I'd love to actually win it and take it home, but there's no way they'd ever let something like this go that cheap. I do wonder what the undercarriage damage is on it, though. Let's see. Park not available. trying to boot up. Ooh. It's misfiring horribly. All of the tires show to be flat. Service vehicle soon. Yep, she's oh. Oh wow, there's definitely damage under the car. Oh man. Park not available. Apply parking brake. I wonder why you can't put it in park. And where's the shifter on this? Drive mode, menus, start stop, home buttons, windshield wipers. This may be the first car that I've got. Oh, it's right here. They hid it. I couldn't see it under the air conditioner vents. Park not available. Does it go into gear? Shift system fault. Confirm brake pedal. Shift system fault. Apply brake before exiting vehicle. It looks like it goes into drive. And where's the e-brake? See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. There's too much. There's too much stuff going on here. Here's the e-brake. Brake off. All right, let's see if it actually moves. No. No, it does not. Vehicle data collection active. This thing is just all kinds of upset, guys. She's not happy. You put it in park and it doesn't do anything. Reverse. Backup camera comes on. Nothing. Neutral. Drive. Nah. No, there's something something very wrong with this one. Hey, maybe I could win it for $2,300, you know? Hey, it's hard to tell. Uh-oh. The door's not opening. There we go. What's all these noises? All right, let's get out of here. I think I'm done with this one, guys. Hey, for like $2,300, I'll go ahead and bid on it. I don't care. We'll see what happens. Obviously, they're not gonna let it go for that, but it doesn't hurt to run the bids up a little bit, and it's the worst thing that's gonna happen. We could walk away with a $2,300 2021 Lincoln Aviator Reserve. Now, I know nobody's interested in a wrecked Dodge Neon, but it's been so long since I've seen one of these. Every time I find one, which is pretty rare, I like to just stop and look at it and kind of reminisce. This is a 2002 Dodge Neon, and I loved it when they had the spoilers. My favorite color was like this burnt orange that they had, man. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous orange color. I've always loved the Dodge Neon since the very first one, and I can't remember what year it came out. It was like 94 or 95 when the first Neon came out, and it was a game changer, man. It looked like, well, it looked like a bug. It looked different from everything else. Everything was square and boxy, and the Neon, along with the Cavalier, they both kind of changed course, and they came out with these rounded, aerodynamic. Now, the Cavalier I thought was a little bit cooler. The 95-ish, 5 or 96 Cavalier, it was a very, very aerodynamic looking vehicle, but it still had some nice angles on it, whereas the Neon's completely different. It's nothing but curves everywhere. Everything is circles and curves. I loved both of them, and honestly, like, that next generation of Cavalier, along with the first generation of the Dodge Neon, they were kind of iconic, man. They really set the stage for all of these bug-eyed aerodynamic cars that came out, and well, I miss them. I do. I know they were horrible cars. The Cavalier was not a very good car. The Neon was probably not even near as good as the Cavalier. I've got a thing for these. Oh, wow. Yep. Oh. It runs. I mean, I'm not going to run it for long. Obviously, it's been wrecked pretty good. I keep thinking under the hood of this is like a little 2.0 liter They came with, you probably can't get this hood open. They came with single cam and dual cam options. And of course, eventually ended up with the SRT4, which some people loved and some people hated. That hood's not going to open. I'm one of the people that loved the SRT4. I've never had one. It's one of those cars that's on my bucket list. So eventually, I do plan on bringing a neon SRT4 to the channel. So I stumbled across this 2012 Toyota Tacoma. I'm not quite sure what it's here for. It's an insurance vehicle, so it's got to be wrecked or damaged in some way or stolen. This actually looks pretty good. A little bit of paint peel here and there. Looks like it's got some miles on it. It's the Turd Edition, the off-road Toyota Racing Development. Oh, there it is. There it is. Well, it's not the end of the world. Well, it is a little rough. It got into the cab corner here. Obviously, the door needs replaced. It also got into the rocker. So those rockers can be a bit of a bear to replace, but overall the damage isn't that bad. Still functional. That's what's important. It's not like it was disabling damage. It took a little bit of hit to that door. You could still use this as it is. Yeah, I told you she's got some miles on her. You got some kind of a warning, differential lock system, and they put it on the door. That's a strange place for it. The seat's a little worn. I'm sure it's got no power. You got a DVD player back there with aux inputs. Kind of nice for your rear passengers. You got that factory Toyota stereo system right there. XM and HD radio compatible. No keys. Oh, that's... Really? You got the books. Yeah. No key. Oh, that is a crying shame. And I doubt it ever had one because there's no strap around the steering wheel for the keys. So, dang. Well, that makes a short work of this video, doesn't it? I was highly interested in this. I love the look of this Toyota Tacoma. How about an Audi Q7 being sold through Pedal? Now this I'm interested in. It's got what appears to be decent tires. They have decent tread. The body looks pretty good. This is a really nice Q7. I'm very confused as to why it's being sold from a company that typically buys, like, I don't like calling them junk. A lot of people call them junk, and that's not the case. A lot of them are junk, but a lot of them are vehicles that just need repairs that people couldn't afford, or they just decided the car wasn't worth fixing. Some of them are just decent vehicles that people didn't want to bother with trying to sell. They just didn't have the energy to deal with the idiots that you have to deal with on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and all of that stuff. And this is... There's got to be something really wrong with this one because it looks way too good. Let's take a peek at the interior. I'm very confused. It is super rare to find something this nice. And it smells good. I don't see cigarette burns anywhere in here. It doesn't smell like smoke at all. It probably doesn't run. That's my guess. There's probably something very wrong with this. Looks like they had kids, of course. You know, it's kind of a soccer mom, soccer dad SUV. You've got the panoramic roof and the dedicated roof for the third row passengers. This is nice. This is nice. It's got some miles on it. I'm sure it's got at least 150, 180,000 miles on the odometer, but overall, this thing is decent. Which means it probably isn't going to run because it's just my luck. Let's take a quick look at what's going on in here. Let me pull this floor mat out of the way. We have a key. It's got power. That's another rarity. Whoa, I was wrong on the miles. Wow. 230,000 miles on an Audi. Whoa. That scared the living bejesus out of me. It had uneven cranking for sure. Ooh, she's not running well. She's not running well at all. Why is this guy staring at me? No, she's running really bad. This guy over here just like staring at me, man. What the hell? People got no common courtesy, you know what I mean? Like, if I see somebody messing with a car, I don't go messing with it. I leave it alone. I don't bother people. I can wait till they're done. All right, so I've got a feeling we got like a head gasket problem on this one. I swear I saw a temperature light. It was cranking uneven. Yeah, this is bad. This is bad. That's why it's here. I told you we weren't going to be that. We weren't. Oh, and the temperature light just came on and it died. Let's see how it starts now. Oh man. I mean, it starts right back up. Golly, it's running pretty poorly. 230,000 miles. I'm giving it a little bit of throttle to see if it cleans up at all. Low coolant. No surprise there. Let's just see if we can get it to go into gear. Backwards, yes. Forwards, we can't go far either direction. Yes. We have check engine light, brake light, traction control, EPC, low coolant. She's not happy. If I let off the gas, probably gonna die. I guarantee this has got some kind of a cooling system problem. Give it a little throttle. It runs so rough. Well, let's shut it off. Obviously, if it doesn't have coolant, I don't want to overheat it. Let's pop the hood. And let's just see what's going on under here. Could be so easy, guys. Maybe it just needs a coil pack, right? Sure, it just needs a coil pack. Maybe a spark plug. Just needs a tune-up. No. No, we both know better. There's more going on than that. I can't tell if there's pressure on the cooling system or not. The good news is there's plenty of room to work under here. I mean, it's just a 6-cylinder. Unfortunately, if it's a timing chain issue, which it very well could be, the chains are on the backside of the motor. It's an engine out job. These things are just a real PITA to mess with. Oh, this isn't even this isn't even closed. Coolant? Nah, there ain't no coolant in that. I'm gonna put this on my watch list. I am interested in it. I'm gonna close this first. We're gonna restart it and see if it changes the way it runs. I have my reservations about this one. I really think that this is going to be some kind of a head gasket problem, and that is not something I really want to screw with. Yeah, boy, it runs so bad. It runs so terrible. Let me try turning on some heat and see if we get any heat out of the vents at all. Surely there's still coolant in it somewhere, right? I mean, come on. Are we going to get, let's turn the air conditioning off. Let's turn the radio down. I don't even know how to work the damn stereo in this thing, man. Bring me two, there we go. Bring me 2 pina coladas. I'll take those right now. Let's turn the fan up. If it's working, I don't even know where it's coming from, man. Yeah, I don't know. This thing, yeah, check engine lights flash. Let's go ahead and shut her down. Let's just shut her down. This is probably not a good idea. And for that reason, I'm going to put it on the watch list, and if it goes cheap enough, I'm absolutely going to bid on this. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and be sure to drop your comments down below. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.